Hello viewers, welcome to our channel. Today I am going to narrate the story of Rumpelstiltskin. It's a bedtime tales. Kids, are you excited? Let's get into our video. There was a miller, poor man, who had a very beautiful daughter. It so happened that he had to go and speak to king. To make himself important in front of king, he said to the king, "Your Majesty, I have a daughter who can spin straw into gold." King was surprised to hear and questioned, "Spin straw into gold? If your daughter is as clever as you say, bring her tomorrow to the palace and I will put her to the test." Do you think whatever the poor man said is correct? Let's understand. The next day, it so happened the miller man brought his daughter to the king's palace. The king took her into the room, which was full of straw. Pointing to a spinning wheel and reel, he said to the girl, "Now set to work, and if by tomorrow morning you have not spun the straw into gold, you must die." The poor girl had no idea how straw could be spun into gold. She sat there, not knowing what to do. She grew frightened and began to weep. All at once the door opened, and there came a little man. He said, "Good evening, my fair lady. Why are you crying so?" "Alas," answered the girl, "I have to spin all this straw into a gold, and I do not know how to do it." The little man said, "What will you give me if I do it for you?" "You can take my necklace," said the girl. The little man took the necklace from her and sat in front of the wheel. The wheel turned vrr, vrr, vrr. And after 3 times the reel was full. Then he put another on, and again the wheel turned, and it went on, and the straw was spun, and all the reels were full of gold. By daybreak the king was already there, and when he saw the gold, he was astonished and delighted. But he only became very greedy after seeing the reels. He took the miller's daughter into another room full of straw and ordered that she spin it into gold if she valued her life. The poor girl was crying with the door opened again, and the little man appeared and said, "What will you give me if I spin that straw into gold for you?" "The ring on my finger," answered the girl. So first time the girl has given the necklace, and the next time she has given her ring. The little man again began to turn the wheel, and by morning had spun all the straw into glittering gold. The king was overjoyed, but the sight of the gold only made him desire for more. So the king has become more and more greedy. He took the miller's daughter into the larger room full of straw and said, "You must spin this too into gold by morning. If you succeed, I shall make you my queen." When the girl was alone, the little man came again for the third time and said, "What will you give me if I spin the straw for you this time also?" "I have nothing left, and I could give nothing for you," answered the girl. "Then promise me that if you should become the queen, you would give your first child to me. It's so sad, right? The miller's daughter thought, will that happen, that the king marry me? She thought it may not, and she promised the little man what he wanted. The little man once more spun all the straw into gold. When the king came in the next morning and got what he had wished for, he took her in marriage. The pretty miller's daughter became a queen. A year later, the king and the queen had a lovely baby. The queen forgot all about the promises she made to the little man. Suddenly, one day, the little man appeared and asked the queen to give him her baby. She offered him all the riches of the kingdom instead of her child. But the little man did not want to accept anything else. Then the queen cried and cried so much that the little man took pity on her. So, what would have happened? Then the little man said, you can keep your child, but on one condition. So, what is that condition? In 3 days, you must find out my name. If you fail to do so, I shall come and take away your child. The queen thought of all the names she had heard. In fact, she sent a messenger to every nook and corner of the country for any other names that there might be. When the little man came the next day, she uttered all the names she knew. But to every name the little man replied, no, this is not my name. It's on second day she had enquired all the neighbors about the names of the people there. She repeated them to the little man again. But the little man replied, this is not my name. On the third day, the messenger came back again and said, I have not been able to find a single new name, but as I came to a high mountain at the end of the forest, I saw a little house. And before the house, a fire was burning, and round about the fire, a funny little man was jumping and hopping as he sang. What did he sing? Today I brood, today I bake, tomorrow I'll be the baby take. For the queen will lose the game, for she knows not my fame, and that Rumpelstiltskin is my name. So the messenger came back and said this to queen. The queen felt very happy. She jumped off joy. The next day, when the little man came in and asked, what is my name? She said, perhaps your name is Rumpelstiltskin. When the little man heard this, he cried out in anger. The devil has told you that? He questioned. Then, in a fit of rage, he stamped his foot and pushed the earth so hard that his whole leg went into the ground. When he tried to pull out his leg with great force, it tore his body into two. The queen was terrified, but she was relieved that the little man was no more alive to trouble her. That's the end of the story. So kids, that is how the queen saved herself from Rumpelstiltskin. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to watch more videos. Also drop your comments in the comment section. Bye bye.